Hello Pisces, let's see what the cards have for you for June. Doing a Celtic cross spread today. Heart of the spread, interesting, the Four of Pentacles crossed by the Four of Swords. Okay, 2 fours. 10 of Wands at the bottom, Queen of Cups, the Hermit at the crown of your spread. That card jumped out about 3 or 4 times while I was shuffling. It really wanted to come out. Oh my goodness, you have the Tower in your future. Okay, 9 of Swords, the Moon. Pisces, what's happening? The 2 of Swords and the Emperor in your outcome. Wow, big card to end. Bottom of the deck. Okay, that's really positive. You have the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's a really good sign. Even though there's a lot of craziness going on here, that 6 of Wands is very positive. Now, I've already shuffled all the decks. I'm going to pull a couple of Oracle cards. This will also be influencing the read along with that 6 of Wands. Oh, from the Enchanted Forest Oracle, you have this adorable badger. Persist with determination and resilience, even in the face of adversity. That's adorable. And yeah, determination to get through this will definitely pay off, given you've got that victory card right there. Now from the Spirit Animals Oracle, wow, you have the tiger with fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Wow, that definitely goes hand in hand with that badger message. Determination and resilience. Mighty forces come to my aid. Big messages there. And with this victory card overseeing this read, I can see why you've got this energy. I can see why you're victorious. This energy is powering you through this month of June. This underneath that, you've got the Queen of Wands, more fire and passion. The King of Pentacles, which is groundedness and abundance underneath. That's so amazing. This 6 of Wands, as I said, all about victory. This is kind of celebrating your success, getting recognition for how much you've achieved and how far you've come. The 6 of Wands is a minor arcana card, so it's not the end of the journey, but it's letting you know it's worth celebrating the successes you get along the way and to take pride in how far you've come. You might not have reached the end yet, but you deserve to acknowledge what you've done to reach this point. Okay, in your recent past, you have this beautiful Queen of Cups. This is telling me you've found a place of emotional balance. She's got a lot of humility and a deep sense of calm and nurturing and connection with her emotions. A lot of gentle, motherly energy. It's a kind of maternal energy. I feel like you've found a place of peace and calm in your life, in your world, that's helping you process and move through these kind of chaotic times. Interestingly, you have the 4 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. I feel like there's a sense that because you've got this emotional calm, you're kind of holding tight to things that keep you comfortable, that make you feel safe and secure. You're not wanting to shake things up right now. And that's fine. It's crossed with this 4 of Swords. What I'm getting with these 2 cards, with these 2 fours, is what you're needing is this rest, recuperation. It's like you're recovering from a period of difficulties. You've found this emotional balance. You're needing to restore your body and mind, connecting with your heart, really go into that meditative state, receiving that wisdom from on high. But because this is in the challenge position and it's crossing that 4 of Pentacles, what I'm feeling is you're mistaking your need for rest and recuperation with holding on tightly to your comforts. So it's just kind of a recalibration I'm feeling. These are swords, so it's just about switching your way of viewing things. Instead of trying to hold on to what's familiar and comfortable, this is about keeping yourself open, but allowing yourself to still rest. Because you've got this Queen of Cups, this is very heart-based energy. So stay connected to your heart, but keep your heart open. Try not to hold too tightly with that 4 of Pentacles and shift into a space of rest and meditation instead of grasping and gripping tightly to those things that make you feel safe. Okay, you have the Hermit in the crown of your read. As I said, this card really wanted to come out when I was shuffling. This feels like a very Piscean card. This feels also very hand in hand with this 4 of Swords energy. The best way to get that rest and to tap into that higher wisdom, the messages coming from above, from your higher knowledge, from your higher self, is to take time for yourself, tune into your heart space, tune into yourself, and let your inner light guide your way. It's just taking time out to tune in, to tap into your intuition, connect in with your heart, trust that very Piscean inner guidance. It might not be logical to a lot of people, but you feel it, you know that it's right for you. Even if you don't understand it logically, it makes sense for you to follow this. That's what this card is asking you to do. And you know that this is what you need. That's a little bit why you've got that Four of Pentacles energy. You know this is what you need. You know that this Four of Swords is what you want, that rest and recuperation. There's just a little bit of a mismatch with how you're going about it. It's going to be quite subtle, just releasing your grip on your comforts, but staying calm and centered. If you can do something like connecting with nature, going for a walk outside in the bush, on the beach, wherever you live, and just recalibrating yourself, connecting with who you are, find things to do that you love and enjoy. That will help you recenter. Or if you're a meditator, definitely take time out to meditate. And this Badger, keep going with this. I feel like this Four of Pentacles is also saying that you might have a tendency to hold yourself back a little bit. So the rest recuperation is what you need. But there's a difference between taking time out to rest and holding yourself back from progressing. Because at the bottom of this spread, you have this Ten of Wands, which is all about determination, which is, in this Badger, persist with determination, resilience, even in the face of adversity. This Ten of Wands is telling me you're almost at the end of this hardship, this journey of carrying these burdens, and he's powering forward. He's not looking back. He can't see that he's almost home, but that doesn't matter because he's powering forward. He's almost there. Because this is in the position that it's in, this hasn't come to the surface yet, which is why I'm feeling like you do need to kind of release your grip a little bit. It's like you're holding yourself back from finally completing this journey of releasing your burdens in some way. You've got this emotional balance. It's almost like you don't want to rock the boat because you found this emotional balance. You're kind of holding yourself back from just taking those last few steps to just finish off whatever this is that has caused a little bit of trouble or turmoil in your life. But this is all saying that the best way forward is to just keep going. What I'm sensing, though, is that those words are likely kind of going to be wasted because you have the Tower in your near future. This is such a big card. When the Tower comes in, it always brings much needed change. It's come up a couple of times this month. It comes in when it's change that's required but is taking too long to come about in a slowly progressing kind of way. So I feel like this Tower is bringing the end of this journey with these burdens. And because you've been holding off completing this journey yourself, the Tower's coming in to say, we're going to clear the way for you. Now, I'm definitely going to put clarifiers on that because while the Tower does bring necessary change, it can definitely shake things up and it can cause a bit of an upset in our world, in our lives. These two cards, you've got the power and resilience to make this happen. I'm bold, I am fierce, mighty forces come to my aid. So you're not alone in this. You've got this higher wisdom, this emotional stability, and the determination to see this through. I feel like you're definitely going to come out on top. It might be a little bit of a rocky road just around here, but this Emperor and your outcome is looking very positive. Now, your advice, this Nine of Swords, this is another card I want to pull some clarifiers on. This is a card of anxiety, of anxious thoughts and thought patterns. This advice is really about trying to ignore those anxious thoughts, to not get too caught up in your head, reconnect with your heart, with that Queen of Cups that you're carrying into this month. This will help you release this anxiety and connect more with the Four of Swords, and will help make this Tower moment a bit more of an easeful transition. You definitely have confusion and a lack of clarity with the people around you. This Moon card in your external factors, the people around you, the situations around you are not helping to contribute to your peace of mind. This Nine of Swords underneath this Moon it's sort of feeling like a lot of these anxious thoughts are related to whatever's happening around you. You're just a little bit unclear of which path to take, who to listen to, what's going on. This Moon, however, has the Hermit's face in here. In the Moon is the Hermit's face. So really use this Hermit energy that you know you have access to because it's in the crown of your reed. Go within. It's a very Piscean trait. You know how to go within. You know how to tune into those quiet inner voices that help you guide your way through the dangers. It will light the path for you. This Hermit's face in the moon is lighting the path through these dangers on that moon card. So try to avoid getting caught up in other people's stuff. If people are giving you lots of different pieces of advice and it's just getting a bit overwhelming, again, go within. Try to quiet those noisy, anxious thoughts. Definitely want to pull clarifiers on that. There are a few. I might be pulling a few extra cards for you, Pisces, because you've got a few unusual ones in unusual places. And I want to make sure I get a lot of clarity for you. Your hopes and fears is an interesting one as well. You've got the Two of Swords. Again, you have a crescent moon up there. This is another indication for your intuition. She's closing off her heart so she can hear her intuition, because sometimes our emotions can get a little bit too loud. I feel like because this is in your hopes and fears, this might be a little bit deceptive, because you are wanting to be able to hear your intuition. You're wanting to know how to move through this. It might be that you're feeling your intuition is a little bit quiet at the moment. You're not able to hear that voice clearly, and you're just trying to close everything off so that you can hear those intuitive voices. What I'm feeling, because of the position of the hopes and fears, I'm actually feeling that instead of closing off your heart with this Queen of Cups in your recent past, you actually need to tap into your heart space in this instance. So while I would sometimes say to block off your emotions because they can overwhelm your intuition, in this case, in your case, I'm feeling you actually need to go into your heart to hear what your heart wants and what your heart is trying to say. So keeping your heart open will actually quiet the noisy voices, that Nine of Swords. You will get the clarity that you seek. Your intuition will come in. You have that Hermit card there. It's just feeling like for this month, your access to your intuition is going to come through your heart. You had the Emperor in your outcome, so things are actually going to turn out pretty well. You're going to be in control of things again by the end of the month. The Emperor he's the sovereign ruler of his own world. So I feel like by the time you get through all of this, you are going to be so solid and so strong and such an authority in your life. You're not going to need to worry about any of those three cards. The Two of Swords, the Moon, the Nine of Swords. Everything is going to become clearer. You're going to be more grounded. You're going to have a stronger sense of who you are and what you want by the time the end of June comes around. You are going to be victorious. You have that victory card, that Six of Wands, overseeing this whole read and matching with that Emperor. It feels completely right. You're also going to have a lot more energy and passion and drive. This Queen of Wands it's the fire that is needed to help you move through this, but is going to sort of get overshadowed by that Tower when it comes in. But she's still going to come to the surface again with that King of Pentacles. Everything's going to feel really good, hopefully for you, by the time the end of June comes around. You've just got a bit of a process to go through. Let me pull some clarifiers straight away, because you've got a lot to have a look at. Let's have a look to start with at the two fours in the center there, the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, just in case there's any more clarity I can get for you there. Oops. Oh, okay. Right. Interesting. Wow. You've got the Nine of Cups, then the Five of Pentacles flipped over. There's definitely a conflict in you. I'm feeling that already. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's the wish fulfillment. You're wanting all your wishes to come through, but the Five of Pentacles it's essentially the opposite card. It's feeling destitute and bereft and left out in the cold. It's kind of the poverty card. It's like that's why you're hanging on to those Four of Pentacles so tightly, because you don't feel like you'll have anything left if you release what you already have. And I feel like there's a sense of holding on too tightly to what you want. Like it's like you're afraid to express your wishes, to go for your heartfelt dreams and wishes, and instead you're keeping yourself in a poverty mindset and holding on too tightly to the small things that you've got, when you actually could be bringing in those Nine of Cups, all of your wishes. The Ace of Swords, beautiful. That one flipped over while I was shuffling. I'm definitely feeling a push-pull. You have all of these heartfelt wishes. It's like they're being suppressed by this sense of worldly obligations and a poverty mindset. And what I'm sensing is this is very much why you're holding on so tightly to these Four of Pentacles. But if you can tune into the Four of Swords instead, you are going to gain some inspiration. This So obviously in this deck, the swords are bows and arrows. But if you can tune in with this Four of Swords energy, connect in with your heart, which is another message I was getting with that Queen of Cups and that Two of Swords. Tuning into your heart will help you access that higher wisdom, and it will bring in this inspiration. This arrow is piercing those clouds. It's representative of piercing the crown chakra, opening up that crown chakra. So the higher wisdom, that intuitive knowledge, and that insight and inspiration can come flooding in. So it's finding a balance between bringing in what you want and feeling like you have too many responsibilities in the world to actually make this happen. If you can step away from it, which is very much that hermit energy, just step back, try to let go of this anxiety and all these anxious thoughts that are swinging you from trying to bring in your heart's desires and feeling overwhelmed and like you don't deserve anything or can't have anything that you want because of all of the worldly responsibilities and the state of the world at the moment. If you can find the balance between those two, quiet all these anxious thoughts, you will step into that Four of Swords energy and open the doorway for this inspiration to come in with that Ace of Swords. It's a little bit of a balancing act. I can definitely feel that for you, Pisces. A lot of stuff going on for you. Let's have a look at this, this tower. Actually, I am going to look at the tower, but I first want to look at the Nine of Swords just to see if there's any more information or clarity we can get on that advice. The Magician, you're in charge of this. You can bring in this transformation because these are thoughts. You are the master of your thoughts. You can bring about the transformation with those beautiful butterflies, and you're not alone. You have all of those feathers surrounding you, which for me indicate both freedom and angelic protection. So you're in charge of this. You've got this. You can choose to quiet those anxious thoughts and step back, take time out, step back, connect in with your heart and choose a different path. This is in your advice position, remember? So this is telling me that it's in your hands, Pisces. You can do this. You've got that badger and tiger energy, all of that fire powering you through this month. And you have the determination in that Ten of Wands card as well, even though it's sort of hidden at the moment. It's in you, otherwise that card wouldn't have appeared. And it's also telling me that all of this is nearly at an end if you can find that fire and determination and persistence to keep going. Of course, you do have that tower coming in, which we will look at. King of Pentacles. This is exactly the same message. In this deck, this King of Pentacles is steering his own ship. He's taken hold of this wheel and he's steering his own ship. You've got him under here as well. When you get them twice, you really pay attention. He's hidden up here, but down here, this is saying it's up to you, especially alongside that Magician. It's up to you to bring this energy forward, to take hold of that helm and steer your ship in the direction that you want to go. It's a very grounded energy. He's full of abundance. He's got everything he needs. So you have everything that you need to quiet these thoughts, these anxious thoughts. And when you do that, things will start to shift for you and you'll be able to see a lot clearer. You'll be able to access your intuition and get a bit more clarity about where you're going, which is obviously towards the Emperor. Let me just get one more card for that Nine of Swords energy. The Knight of Wands. I love this. All the Knights are cards of action, but the Knight of Wands is particularly action orientated. However, in this card, he's the most chilled out Knight of Wands that I've seen. He is moving, he is active, he is taking action, but he's on a boat with his dog just steering gently along a lake. It's a very peaceful, calm, gentle action. That's what this is saying. You can choose a different way of moving through this aside from the Nine of Swords anxious energy. You have the magic and the strength and the willpower and the determination to drive yourself forward, but you don't need to go fast. You don't need to rush headlong into anything. You don't need to make rash decisions if you can't access that clarity. You can just take action in small, gentle ways. And one of the best ways to take action, as I've said a few times, is to step back and take time for yourself to connect in with your heart. Okay, let's pull on this Tower card. Okay, Page of Pentacles, nice. I feel like that's a little bit of an advice of how to navigate the Tower moment when it comes in. Stay grounded, stay connected to whatever seed you've planted to help you move forward. Yeah, another Pentacle, Seven of Pentacles, definitely staying grounded. This is a card of reassessing where you've come from and where you want to go next. This feels actually really positive. This is what you've been wanting to do from the very beginning. All of these 5 cards in the center here, the Queen of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 10 of Wands. All of the energy I was getting was about you feeling like you wanted to move forward, but you didn't know how to move forward and maintain that calm serenity of that emotional balance that you'd recently gained. That's why this Tower is coming in. It's giving you an opportunity to reassess, to look at the seeds you've planted and have some time out. That Hermit takes some time out to assess whether you want to continue doing what you're doing or take what you've gained from this and go in a new direction. And they're both Pentacles, so it's very, very grounded energy, which is really positive and really important for a Pisces. One more card for that Tower. Wow, you got another Pentacles card, and you have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck at this moment. That Knight of Pentacles, so many grounding cards. So 2 pieces of information I'm getting when this Tower moment hits. Definitely ground yourself, but the other message is that the Tower is actually going to bring in something that's going to help you ground yourself. It's going to help you find a way to move forward without getting lost, without losing your connection with that calm, centered serenity. And these cards are so much bigger than that 4 of Pentacles where you're just holding tight to your comforts. This Ace of Pentacles, this is a gift from the universe. It's a seed that's been planted and is starting to grow. Moving into that Page of Pentacles, enjoying this seedling while it's there, taking the time to assess where you've come from. And this Knight of Pentacles, this is so important when a Tower moment hits, when you get blindsided by something in whatever field it's in, whether it's work, family, friends, health, any part of your life where you have a sudden shift, a sudden change that comes in and shakes everything up. It's so important to use this kind of energy, this wonderful Knight of Pentacles energy. He's another knight, but he's the slowest moving knight of the deck. In this deck, he's got his map, he's plotted his course, but before he even takes one step, he's assessing that map to make sure he knows exactly where he's going and how to get there. This is what you need to do. It might not be the most comfortable Piscean trait to plot and plan out your route, but this is saying that this Tower is going to bring in quite a bit of disruption, and your best way forward is to take your time and actually take time to, instead of trusting just your intuition, which you're very good at, and you will have access to that intuition, this is asking you to access a different side of you, that grounded side of you that actually takes into consideration all the steps to actually plan things out a lot more methodically and carefully than you might normally do. That will be the best way forward. I want to pull some final clarifiers for you. I'd just like to see if there's anything more coming in with that Emperor, because that's a big jump from this column to that Emperor card. I'd like to see what's coming in for you, Pisces. I mean, it makes a lot more sense now how you end up in this Emperor position after seeing those 3 incredible Pentacles cards. Oh, whoa. Okay, you just got the Tower again. You're definitely going to have something unexpected hit for you in June, Pisces. When you get the same card twice, you really pay attention to it. So this is what is going to shift you towards this Emperor. You're really going to step up after whatever this dramatic change is that's coming in. You're going to be stepping up into a leadership role, into some kind of role where you are the authority. You make the decisions for yourself, possibly for people around you. You're taking charge of your life though, and this Tower has obviously come in to bring this about. That's why it's come in your future position. That's why it's come in as the clarifier. That's why you've jumped so quickly from this column of confusion and anxiety and uncertainty to the Emperor, because that's a big jump to that Emperor card. But that's the kind of leap that the Tower can bring in. It changes things so dramatically and so quickly that we can kind of make leaps instead of having to take things one step at a time, which is an interesting insight given what we got with the clarifiers for that Tower. The future Tower was 3 Pentacles cards saying, take your time. I think that's the way to go about this, Pisces. That seems to be the message. if you take your time, make the plans, assess where you've come from, what you want to do next, go nice and slowly at your own pace, take time out to get in touch with your heart when you need to, that is how you will be able to navigate these sudden dramatic shifts and changes that will propel you without any effort on your part into this Emperor position. Big energies, and take your time with it. Even that even that Knight of Wands, that is a very action orientated card, is, like I said, very chilled, but you have the control over this. You get to choose how fast and how easily you move through this. Here we go. You've got the Four of Swords again as well, and this time it's upright. I love this. Again, when a card comes in twice, really pay attention to it. So in this instance, it's not in a challenge position. This is letting you know that you can take time out. Absolutely take time out, rest and recuperate, connecting with your heart. Trust that this lake is going to drift your boat exactly where it needs to go. This is reiterating what I've just said. It feels like you don't need to do anything when this tower comes in. Just chill. Trust that everything's going to work out, connect in with your heart, and know that this Emperor energy is waiting for you on the other side. And you'll be able to step up and do what you need to do when you're in that position. Wow, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. That's awesome. What an ending that will be. You've got the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is the fastest moving knight. So you've got the slowest moving knight and now the fastest moving knight. So you just take your time with everything, take time out to rest, connect in with your heart. Just use that Piscean instinct of knowing that things are going to work out. It might be hard to tap into it early on with those cards in the heart of your spread there. But this is saying, let go of your anxious thoughts. Things are going to be fine. Take your time with all of this. Trust that when this tower comes, it's going to take you exactly where you need to be. And everything, I mean, you're going to be showered with blessings. This is a card of such abundance, this Ten of Pentacles. And once you get to this point, things are really going to pick up the pace with that Knight of Swords. And you won't need to hurry it along. It will do it on its own. Things are going to come in really quickly as well. I feel like something's going to start shifting very, very quickly, shifting into a new stage of your life with that Four of Wands. Gosh, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups. You've got some wonderful things coming in. And it's going to come head on, and it's going to be very quick. So things will pick up the pace as you move towards the end of the month. And it's looking really, really positive. Abundance and security by the end of the month. I'm just going to pull 3 final message cards for you, Pisces, just to finish off the read. The first one, Seven of Wands. It's about standing your ground, holding your position. It can be a bit of this for me feels like a card of patience. It's a bit of determination, again, determination and resilience in the face of adversity. That's definitely what this is. It's just like, hang in there. It is going to work out. Just hang in there. And honestly, with this Tiger card, with the fire, mighty forces come to my aid. That's what these towers are. These are the mighty forces of the universe coming in to shake things up so you can get all of these wonderful blessings coming in. It's something from the universe just sweeping in to bring in radical change to ensure that you get all of these wonderful outcomes. All right, it hasn't fully come out yet, but you've got the sun poking through while I'm shuffling. I'm hoping it will pop out. That's a little indication for me, a little hint that things are going to be really wonderful. I didn't pull it out. I don't like pulling cards that just poke their faces out. I like them to be really definitively jumping out of the deck while I'm shuffling. But the fact that it poked its head out, it's a really good sign. Joy and success coming your way. Okay, interesting. You've got the Eight of Swords. This is definitely reflecting this Nine of Swords energy, that Four of Pentacles and Four of Swords in the center. The only thing that's trapping you is your thoughts. She can escape these swords. They're not surrounding her. She can walk away. Her feet are unbound. So the only thing that's keeping you feeling trapped are your thoughts. It's very connected to what's happening in the center here with that Nine of Cups and that Five of Pentacles as well. It's that feeling of like, you know what you want, but you don't feel like you can get it. That's exactly what that Eight of Swords is saying. It's all an internal process though. This is not reflective of what's happening around you. So you take charge of this with these Magician, King of Pentacles and Knight of Wands cards. You can take charge of this and choose to shift your thoughts Again, you've got that Seven of Wands there. Just hang in there. You'll get through this. Okay, we've got the beautiful Empress. What a way to end. So you've got the Empress and the Emperor, power couple, really powerful authorities, birthing something new into your world, lots of creativity and groundedness and abundance. Her golden scepter is reflective of that beautiful golden sky. The only other card in this tarot deck that has the golden scepter is the King of Pentacles, which you've got in this deck, and that was appearing underneath that Six of Wands. This is a lot of spiritual connection, a lot of heartfelt abundance. She's like the graduated version of that Queen of Cups. This is very much telling me you are going to be victorious with what you were hoping, which was to carry this emotional balance into the future without losing out, like with that Five of Pentacles. This Empress is definitely saying you are going to be successful with that Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. Again, another double, that Page of Pentacles, clarifying that Tower earlier. So something is being planted, something is being brought in for you, and you get to enjoy this. Take your time, enjoy it. Got the Hierophant. Yeah, interesting energies. Things are going to work out for you in the end, Pisces. It's very much a case of just stepping back, quieting those anxious thoughts, taking time for yourself, connecting in with your heart, and trusting that Hermit energy to light your path forward. It's going to be wonderful. I wish you all the best for this dramatic and powerful month, Pisces.